I've had to sit here and study and try to remember where I left off here. It's been a few weeks, a month maybe more. The first thing I got to do is build a little bracket to mount my fuse panel in the appropriate location, which is going to be something like that. And then I've got to wire up its main power and get main power inside the truck. So first thing I'm going to do is make a bracket to mount the fuse panel and then proceed from there. In the meantime, the young man is going to test a horn. Alright, here's what I'm going to come up with. Took some, I think that's like 16 gauge sheet metal and cut it and bend it around. And then I cut some tabs 7/8 wide that fit up in here. And I'm going to tack them together and then remove it, weld it properly. And I need to, I think, put something that screws in on this end. Otherwise you'll never be able to get it out again because of the wires. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to mount it to the cab. Alright, here's what I come up with so far. This is upside down now, mind you. But this is going to turn over and mount like so. And just remember, to borrow some stuff I've been hearing over and over on the radio, we're all in this together. And we're doing this maintaining social distancing. Alright, here is what I'm up against. Or here's what I'm doing. He's educating himself on some stuff there. Wish I would have educated myself when I was a youngster. But there's a little brace that goes right like that. And that's going to hold my fuse box from flopping around. But I need to put a little groove in it there to make it stronger. So I'm going to call my whatchamajigger bead roller into service that I put a video up about here not long ago. Also, I may hire the young man to paint it since it's so ugly. Or I may not. I'll let you know. Alright. We're part way through it, but we'll show you some action shots. Go ahead. Alright, a little bit more. Slow. Stop. Here, let's pull it out and see what it looks like. Well, we put a nice little groove in it, and it also put a little bend in it, which might not be bad. Let's see how it fits. Actually, that made it fit even better. So I think we're going to leave the little hooky wookie in it and screw it together. Hello, Daisy. Alright, here it is. What I need to do now is make a little bracket to go from here to there that will attach with screws. I think I like it. I think I like it. I don't think I'm going to throw it away. Alright, now that we've got that, I might add another brace here somewhere. That's still a little shaky. Because the reality is it's only mounted to one spot on the flat firewall. Or I might add a brace on the inside so it wouldn't be so ugly on the outside. But with the fuse panel located, now I can figure out I gotta run, where'd it go? I gotta run this wire, which was the original wire from that solenoid right there with a fusible link over to that plate right there. And I've got to get power from this fuse panel to the fuse panel inside the truck. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to power the fuse panel, which is normally hot all the time, by a hot all the time fused wire from here is what I'm going to do. They're 50 amp fuses, so I think that'll be good. Now that 50 amp hot only powers the hot side of the fuse panel here. Everything else gets its power elsewhere otherwise, so that 50 amp should be a plenty, I would think. Alright, now I need to make a piece to fit on there to hook that wire to. I'm kind of a stickler for dumb things, but I want to make one like the original. See there, flat. So I'm going to do that out of this piece of copper pipe. It was shiny copper looking until I heated it up with a torch. And the reason I heated up the torch is to anneal it so it'd be soft, so I can bend those up and have a place to solder my cable into. That's my idea anyways. You know, copper work hardens. I just want to say these things are the greatest. So get you some. The red are better than this color, but they're still great. Of a warm day. Alright, let me finish this up here. Little guy and I have been talking here, so I can't remember where I left off, but what I've done is I made my piece. Not that kind of piece, like, you know, before you kick off, but I made my piece and put it in there. Ow, ah! And then I crimped the edges over, and then I soldered it. And then I've put some shrink tubing down here to slide up there. It's kind of ugly, ain't it? That's okay. It'll be functional. Take functional over ugly. That's good dating advice too.
Like a lot of our family.
Wait a minute. Did I mess that up? Take functional over pretty. That's good dating advice. Why do little guys gotta mess with stuff all the time? What does it sound like?
Sounds like a Honda running out.
You know what it sounds like to me? Dollar bills blowing out the window. Alright. Now, see, this fits on there like so. And then this fits on there like so. And then you tighten that up as soon as you go get your wrench. And then that's that. And of course you have to route it here carefully so it don't drape down on the turbo right there. And everything will be good. I call him Senor Orejas. Alright. Check it out. I even got the lid. Now you may say, that looks awful high. But it's gonna clear the hood. I think anyways. I really do need to do something to further stabilize that, don't I? Yep. And I'm gonna have to make sure all my wires are buttoned up good and all that. But right now I gotta go in because I've promised the young man there I'd cook us something to eat. And when that boy gets to thinking about something to eat, there ain't no distracting him from it. So I don't know if it's going to be the last video or the end of the video. I'm going to ring the bell just in case. Don't forget to go to MrHeavyChevy.com where you can buy a couple t-shirts and stuff. Please do that. And hit the like button. You know, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you nothing. It helps me, helps more people see these fantastically boring videos, and gives me more exposure on my apparel line. For example, if you bought one of them Support Your Local hack hats, you'd be, I think, like 5 in the entire nation. The entire nation. That is an exclusive club, folks. Exclusive. That's more exclusive than any country club. It's more exclusive than, well, most anything. Alright, I'm going to quit talking.